Hey KU fans, welcome back to Allen Fieldhouse, side of tonight's KU Wofford game with Benton Smith. I'm Matt Tate. KU rolls. Wild game.
It wasn't close? So confusing.
No, it was. It was and it wasn't. 72-47 says it wasn't. The first 24, 25 minutes say it was.
Yeah.
29-26 at halftime.
Right.
Neither team playing lights out by any means.
Yeah, it totally flipped really quickly with that little 27-0 run.
Just a little run.
Just
yeah.
slight.
Unbelievable. Yeah, Quentin Grimes had a 9-0 run in that period. He really got going again. I think that was the biggest thing. A couple of alley-oops followed by a deep three. Confidence was back. I mean, Self said it earlier in the week. If he could just see the ball go in a couple more times, hey, that's going to help. And gosh, it did. And then he finished in traffic, coast to coast. There's 9-0 right there. I mean, a pretty darn good little run. But that was just part of it. I mean, they tripled that run, and that was really only in the middle of it. I thought Grimes was great. I thought Dedrick Lawson was good early when really no one else was. I mean, he still had some moments where he kind of wrong-footed it and things like that.
Sure.
But that's going to happen. I think that's part of his game. I mean, I don't think the guy's going to be like, the most polished player all year. But I do think he was good when they had to have somebody be good in the first half. And then their defense just took over. What did you like about their defense, especially in that 27-0 run?
Well, I mean, I think all the guys talked about it afterward, but just there was obviously a lot more focus, a lot more sustained focus, I guess, on the defensive end. And I think they knew that they had to do that because Wofford was coming in here with such a reputation as a three-point shooting team.
Right.
And all they had known so far this year was struggling to defend the three-point line. And I mean, flat out, they didn't want to lose this game to Wofford, and they realized that was a chance because of those two factors, I think.
Right.
So I think that brought a new level of intensity and kind of the way they defended the arc, and they did a phenomenal job.
They were sensational. I mean, the steals, they were just taking the ball away from those guys. I mean, and Wofford's a good basketball team. They're, top 80 team in Ken Palm's rankings, and I mean, they've got veterans, they've got physical players. I mean, but Devon Dotson, Marcus Garrett, Quentin Grimes at times, Vic at times. Who else? Even Charlie Moore was decent at times. I mean, Selfs really seemed pleased with the perimeter defense. Yeah. Really, of the whole group, all their guards.
Yeah, and I mean, he gave a lot of credit to Marcus Garrett for basically changing the game because, I mean, he started off doing a lot of perimeter defense like you would expect out of him, but when Udoka got injured, all of a sudden Marcus Garrett ended up guarding inside too.
Sure.
And of course, he did just as well down there as he does on the perimeter because he's such a good defender over there.
He's your new Josh Jackson. He's your new Svi against Bagley in that Elite Eight game. I mean, Marcus Garrett is in many ways built to be that guy. He's strong, he's smart, he's quick, he plays ahead of the game. I mean, Self always talks about that. He always talks about playing the man before he catches the ball. Marcus Garrett does that as well as anyone on this team, maybe as well as anybody in the country. He understands it, but even he falls victim to lapses from time to time. He didn't lapse at all tonight, whether he was guarding Fletcher McGee, your guy, or the shooter. I mean, the guy was so hot coming in and so cold tonight. Mike Young, Wofford's coach, said, you asked him, right?
Yeah.
And he said, I've never seen it. Right. I don't know what this is like.
He was just kind of in disbelief. I looked up his stats, his career stats, Fletcher McGee, and I think this was the only third time in his career that he had just one field goal, and the last two times he was a freshman.
Wow.
He's a senior now.
Wow.
He's averaged double figures since he stepped on campus.
Sure, yeah.
So, I mean, he's a great scorer for that team. Sensational
Sensational effort by KU to shut him down. Some of his just rattled out.
Oh, yeah, some were good looks.
They looked like they should have gone. They didn't, though, and Wofford 5 of 26 for the game from three-point range. They were shooting almost 40%, and they shot 19 tonight. KU, thanks to LaGerald Vick, was shooting 44%, and they were also dreadful. 3 for 23 tonight. Vick only missed 2 of those. He didn't start tonight because of being late to shoot around. I thought that was pretty telling. I'll have more on that tomorrow. I mean, this is a deal that last year would have been a real problem.
Yeah.
And Self would have been fed up and furious. This year he says, I wasn't going to make anything big of it. He knew he messed up. He was happy he was playing it all. Yeah. I was happy with his attitude. We're moving on. And
what did he say? He thought when he showed up late to practice, Self had the impression that Vic thought he just wasn't going to play the
night. Maybe a suspension of one game, right?
Yeah.
And that wasn't the case. He obviously sat him for about 8 minutes, didn't start the game. Marcus Garrett did. And then in the second half, KJ Lawson starts in Marcus Garrett's spot, which was weird. It's just weird because Self said that Marcus Garrett was the best player in the game.
Yeah.
Maybe not in the first half.
KJ Lawson was good in the first half.
KJ Lawson was good in the first half.
Maybe trying to capture that.
There you go. Yeah, bottle it up.
Yeah.
Bottle it up.
Keep this going as long as humanly possible.
Good call. Either way you slice it, a really good win for Kansas. Wofford's a good team. Certainly better than they showed tonight. They scrapped, but Kansas, just that defense was too good. And that 27-0 run, nobody can recover from that. So Kansas will head to the Sprint Center this weekend to take on New Mexico State. That'll be Saturday night, 7:30 on ESPN2. Benton will be there. I'll be there. Shane will be there. We'll have our whole crew there. Nick Krug will be there. You know the drill. Thanks for checking out KU Sports Extra. For Benton Smith, I'm Matt Tate. KU wins it 72-47. What a defensive effort. We'll talk to you guys next time on KU Sports Extra.